You ever been in a party, standing with a group, and a joke lands? Half the group explodes with laughter, this shared, knowing, gut-level laugh, and you just smile and nod. You heard the words, but you're on the outside of the joke. You miss the soul. Humiliating, isn't it? To feel like you're watching life through a glass wall. Now, what if I told you you're doing that with half the planet every single day? Your phone, your feed, your reality, it's a bubble. A comfortable, English-speaking bubble that's been built around you by algorithms designed to keep you safe, comfortable, and predictable. And every day you stay inside it, the walls get a little thicker. The rest of the world gets a little quieter. Your world shrinks. Let's be brutally real. This isn't another learn a language pep talk. We're not talking about resume lines or ordering 2 beers without pointing. We're talking about a rebellion, a jailbreak from the algorithm. We're talking about why learning Spanish in 2025 isn't a hobby. It's a strategic upgrade for your entire life. And here's the kicker. I'm not going to give you 5 reasons. I'm going to give you 3. But these 3, they change everything. Pay attention. First, you escape the echo chamber. Right now, there's a global conversation happening about politics, money, life, and you're not invited. You get the summary, the sanitized English headline, but when you speak Spanish, you get a front row seat. You can read what a journalist in Madrid is really saying about the US, listen to a podcast from Mexico City that completely flips your worldview, or finally understand what Bad Bunny is actually mad about in that song. It's like going from black and white to 4K color. You don't just get more information. You get the real information, unfiltered, raw, and alive. But wait, here's where it gets crazier. Because what learning Spanish does to the world outside is nothing compared to what it does to the world inside. And this is the part you really need to hear. So you might think the biggest benefit is travel or culture. Wrong. The most powerful reason to learn Spanish is for your own survival. Let me explain. Here it is. Reason number 2. You build a firewall for your brain. This isn't a metaphor, it's neuroscience. Every time you struggle to find a word, every time you conjugate a verb, you are physically building a stronger, more resilient brain. Scientists call this cognitive reserve. But think of it as a neurological dividend. It's a long-term investment that pays off in the one place it matters most, your future self. You want the hard truth? Studies show that lifelong bilingualism can delay the onset of diseases like Alzheimer's by an average of 4 to 5 years. 4 to 5 more years of clarity, of memory, of you. Let that sink in. We'll spend a fortune on gym memberships to train our bodies, but we let our minds get soft. Learning Spanish is CrossFit for your brain. It's one of the only things science has proven can actively fight back against cognitive decline. So, is it hard? Yes. Does it mean you have to be a genius? Absolutely not. The struggle is the workout. The friction is what builds the firewall. You're not just learning a language. You're building a neurological shield. Okay, that's survival. That alone is reason enough. But what if I told you the final reason unlocks a completely new version of yourself? This is where the real magic happens. Reason 3. You become someone else. Sounds weird, right? But it's true. Your personality isn't fixed. When you speak a new language, you tap into a new way of being. Psychologists call it cultural frame switching. But think of it like this. Your personality in English is your default font. Learning Spanish gives you access to italics, bold, and a whole new typeface for the parts of you that don't fit. The expressive, passionate, direct nature of Spanish can unlock a bolder, funnier, more outgoing version of yourself that's been hiding behind English politeness. Suddenly, you're not just learning Spanish. You're meeting a new you. The you who can tell better jokes, the you who feels music differently, the you who connects with people, not through a translation app, but soul to soul. Let me show you exactly what I mean by that. There's a word in Spanish, sobremesa. Your app will tell you it means after-dinner conversation. That's the definition, but it misses the entire soul of the word. Sobremesa is the magic that happens when you're lingering at the table hours after the plates are cleared. It's the shared laughter, the unplanned confessions, the comfortable silence between new friends. It's a feeling, and a machine can't translate a feeling. You don't learn Spanish to define that word. You learn it so one day you can experience it. And that feeling, that connection, that's the new you being born. It's the difference between reading the menu and being invited into the kitchen to cook. One is transactional. The other is transformation. So let's put this all together. You've escaped the bubble. You've built a firewall for your brain, and you've unlocked a new version of yourself. You didn't just learn Spanish, you rewrote your own source code. The world wants to keep you in that glass box. Comfortable, manageable, scrolling through the same stuff, thinking the same thoughts. Until one day, you wake up and realize you've been living life on mute. This is your chance to turn the volume all the way up. The choice isn't between speaking one language or two. It's the choice between living in one room or owning the whole damn house. So don't do it to impress anyone. Don't do it for a resume. Do it because the person you could become is waiting on the other side. Now, if you're ready to start building, what's the one thing you're most excited to experience? Drop it in the comments. And if you're serious about breaking through that wall, I'm making a follow-up video on the single best method to start learning today without getting overwhelmed, the IKM method. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it.